Oh, we did it. We made it. Do you know what? The cold water is such a good barometer for how I'm feeling in myself. Because if I'm not in a good place, those deep breaths in that the water forces you to take, that's it. Tears. I so nearly quit before I got here today. Did you hear that? Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Yeah, I was about halfway. I've been having a good one-to-one with the camera. I was feeling good about it. Then thought I'd just quickly review, make sure everything was good, and the GoPro had stopped working. This GoPro's on its way out big time. The hard drive that I was using was corrupt again. And I just fell to the floor. I sat to the floor and I was like, what's the point? I wanted to smash my camera. I was trying to explain to someone yesterday that trying to move forward and make positive change when you have a past that you're also trying to come to terms with and come to peace with and put it down if you can and move on from it if you can and reconcile with bits and pieces. It's like you're trying to step forward up a hill with chains tied all around you, and then it only takes the slightest thing coming this way to knock you over because you're already being pulled back and you're already trying to get up a hill. It doesn't take much to knock you on your arse and for you to just think, what's the fucking point? It's so hard. But alas, we are here in the water soaking away all that sadness, all those feelings that I'm replaceable, all those feelings that I'm unimportant, all the rejections from the job applications over the last month. We're soaking it all away. Quick update, I'm over 6 months clean now and nearly a year sober, which is probably also tying into the frustration and the fatigue and the struggle. It's been hard at times to emotionally regulate. It's been hard, really hard, just sitting with it all. Just sitting with all this discomfort and pain and sorrow and frustration with no way out. No way out but sleep. I still sleep a lot. I still sleep more than I'd like. But that is my only form of emotional regulation, bar eating. And I'm back at the gym now trying to shift the hernia weight, and I don't want to like eat my way into diabetes. Sleep's my thing, exercise and alarmingly cold water. We're gonna go for a dunk. Woo! He is alive, ladies and gentlemen. Check out how clear this water is, man. Check this out. Cold on my eyeballs. I cannot explain to you how much lighter I feel after doing that. And I say it every time like it's some kind of brand new revelation that I never imagined I'd feel so good after doing it, because I always do. you know, walking up that hill, I was done. I was so cooked. I was so frustrated. I was so heavy. And you just get in the water, and it's not gone. It's not gone. I don't know whether it makes me stronger and I'm able to carry the load better, or whether it just gives me a bit of clarity and everything just seems a little less dire, a little less serious. I mean, the location helps. Just incredible place, so beautiful. Very, very lucky to have this on my doorstep. Very lucky. You know, I'm sure there are other places like this around the world, but it just kind of feels like a one-off, this place. Very special, very peaceful, very calm. Everything's kind of doing this at the minute. My emotions, my mood swings very up and down. 1 minute it's great, and I sort of hit that, you know, I hit the fuck it button. I'm like, screw it. It's gonna be fine, and I'm gonna make it fine, and I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna make it fine. And then we hit a day like today, and that sort of excited energy of the roller coaster of the go get 'em attitude, and I'm, you know, feeling tired, and then it just doesn't feel fine again. And I know it will be fine. I hope it will be fine. I've not been unemployed for this long in a good long while, and it doesn't feel great. And the employment market is just, it's not fun. And looking for jobs has become, looking for jobs is hideous, man. No one does it face to face anymore. You know, I've done it a couple times this week. You turn up to someone's door and go, "Oh yeah, I heard you had a job going," and they look at you like you got 3 fucking eyeballs. They're like, "Yeah, it's online. Apply for it online." I'm like, "Well, I thought I'd come and introduce myself and show my face and maybe, you know, email you my CV now." No, absolutely not. They just don't want to know. Everything's so impersonal now. I would say this is one of the negative impacts of technology. Can't employ someone based on a series of numbers and a score sheet. Well, you can apparently. You can do it all the time. I bet you your retention rates are bad. Because you're not hiring a person, you're hiring a score sheet, you're hiring numbers, you're hiring a tick box. That's not hiring a person. How do you know if that person's going to love the job? How do you know if that person's going to work well with everyone else on the team? I do consider myself one of the lucky ones though. You know, I've got a roof over my head, I have the water, I have the gym, I've got this camera to talk to, which it does help, it does help. Listen, it's tough out there. I'm not saying you should go and climb a mountain and throw yourself into a pool of magical water like I've just done today, but just getting yourself out of the house. Just getting yourself out of the house. Taking action is such a huge step towards making a change. I think we all make the mistake, and I've made the mistake of thinking as long as I think positively, positive things will happen. And there's a lot of truth in it. There is a lot of truth in it, but sometimes, you know, it's like banging your head against a wall going, I will be happy, everything will be positive, everything's going to be fine, everything will get better, I'll get a job. You know, and hoping that eventually you'll get through the wall just by headbutting it and saying affirmations. It's not going to happen. Sometimes you just got to take your foot off the gas and try and find a way around the wall. Just take a new direction. Take a new direction, and that direction might not go anywhere. You might find yourself up against another wall, but at least you've changed what it is you're doing, and you haven't got a headache anymore. Chuffed with that. Lovely little swim. Really nice day. Not too hot, not too cold. Bit of a breeze. More importantly, I got myself out of the house. I got myself out of the house. Soaked off some of that stress and sadness. Hopefully now I'll go back to the house with a bit more energy, a bit more fight, ready to take on another challenge. Do you know what, I really fancy exploring some new locations. I often go to the same spots. Most of that's because I'm limited with travel and fuel and that kind of stuff at the moment, but I think once things are back up and running again, it'd be really nice to visit more locations across the UK. Visit some really nice spots, see what cold water locations I can find, and report back. But for now, I think that's enough adventuring for me today. I'll go home and edit this, and catch you on the next swim, I guess. Bye.